Hey everyone, it's Vinny, and I am back today to go over the 5 Breeders' Cup races that I think will produce the lowest $2 win payout. Now what I did for this is I went back for the last 7 years, I looked at all the previous winners, I looked at their odds, how much they paid to win, looked at the pre-entries, and this is the list I came up with that I think are the 5 races that you can kind of rely on the board for. In the last 7 years, this race, the winner has averaged payout of $13.23. And it's been absolutely dominated by the European horses. And what this tells me, these European horses are winning. 6 of the last 7 winners have been the overseas shippers. And I would definitely stick to the top couple betting choices here. Only one winner in this race in the last 7 years has paid over $30, and that was Talismanic in 2017. He paid $30.20 to win. But generally, this race is dominated by the Europeans. I said in one of my previous videos that the only American horse I would even consider using here is Warlike Goddess. I'm going to stick with that. I do think a European is winning this race. They generally do take the money here. I'm expecting most of them to be under that 7-to-1 price range. And I think where you can kind of assume that we're going to get a payout less than $20 here for the win ticket. So it's number 5 on my list for that reason. Number 4 on my list is the Breeders' Cup Distaff. And I know last year the Breeders' Cup Distaff gave us Marche Moraine, who gave us a $101.80 win on the win ticket. But that was a very big anomaly for this race. 4 of the last 7 winners have paid under $10, and no winner in the last 7 years has paid over $20 besides Marche Moraine. I think this is a race where you can kind of, if you like one of the top couple betting choices, that's probably safe. I know there's probably going to be a lot of people trying to get cute in this spot. I think historically it seems like it's a mistake, especially in recent years, to try to take a big long shot here. I know last year did give us a bomb, but I think we'll go back to seeing the winner being between like 2 to 1 and 5 to 1 this year in the Breeders' Cup Distaff. The third race on my list is the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint, and while this race is only 4 years old, it has been chalk for 4 years. 2 favorites and two second choices. It's been very chalky. The average win payout in its 4-year existence is $7.90. The highest win payout here has been $12.60. I would not expect to get anything higher than that. I think this is going to be another very, very chalky race, especially looking at the pre-entries. I think there's 2 or 3 that really stand out here in this spot. I wouldn't try to get too cute here. That's my recommendation. I know it's a 2-year-old race. A lot of people look for horses that are improving. These turf sprinters, usually the top ones coming in are the top ones that run well. So for that reason, the Juvenile Turf Sprint is on my list. Next on my list is the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. And in 2019, we had Storm the Court, and that was kind of the anomaly. This race is usually dominated by one of the top couple betting choices. 3 of the last 7 winners have paid under $10 to win. Only 2 favorites have won though in the last 7 years, but 3 of the winners were second choices, which were Nyquist, Classic Empire, and Essential Quality. All ended up being the second choice in their respective Breeders' Cup juveniles. And this year, especially with a horse like Cave Rock, and then you have Forte, one of these 2 should be able to get the job done. I don't think we'll see another Storm the Court type deal here. I think this is going to be a very low payout, in my opinion. I don't think we'll see a payout over $8 on the winner in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. But I would recommend you pay attention to whoever does win the Juvenile for next year's Kentucky Derby, as 6 of the last 7 horses who've won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, including Storm the Court, have made the Derby starting gate. The only winner in the last 7 years who did not was Corniche last year. But they all run well in the Derby. None of them have finished worse than 6th. Nyquist won. Good Magic finished 2nd. And Classic Empire and Essential Quality rounded out their superfectas in their respective derbies. So you had 4 of the last 7 juvenile winners have gone on to hit the board in the Derby. So just a horse to maybe keep a tab on if they do win the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. And the race, what I think will be the lowest payout, is the Breeders' Cup Classic. in the last 7 years, this race has been extremely chalky. And only 2 favorites have won, but it's a lot of second and third choices. The highest win payout for a classic winner in the last 7 years is Vino Rosso paying $11.20. If you believe in Flightline, he's going to pay $3 or less. I don't see a scenario where he pays more than that. But even if you're in the Life is Good camp or the Epicenter camp, they're going to be very low odds here. I don't think you're going to see. I don't see a scenario where they're going to pay $15 plus to win. So for that reason, the Breeders' Cup Classic is going to be the race that I think this Breeders' Cup will have the lowest $2 win payout. Thank you, and I will see you next time.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best betting tips and coverage for the 2022 Breeders' Cup. Our wagering guides have cashed for thousands. You cannot miss our 2022 Inside Track wagering guide to the Breeders' Cup. So hurry up and subscribe, then go to RacingDudes.com, check out the free picks for every race, every track across the country, and the Inside Track to the Breeders' Cup wagering guide available soon.